One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minutemen offense takes the field, and they'll go to work first. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that.
Going for a big play right off the bat. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll take another shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole game, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing.
It's a seam wide open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense is humming less than a minute inside the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Fires on the move. Touchdown, Minutemen! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So Marshall's offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing.
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The thundering herd coming off that huge run might bring a little more thunder this time. They'll ride the hot hand. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown! Thundering herd! Fitted in the window for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go in. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
That one comes out hot down the right side. He's got it. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Breaks into the open. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Let's talk for just a second about UMass. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Rides the back and leaves it. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. UMass lines up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minutemen!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Just a short pass to the tight end. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They're going to run it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a second and short. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Got his man. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks. Like, hey, defensive line, you want to give me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
The Thundering Herd faces a third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Tight end now in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Marshall! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Turns it on in midfield. A lot of room to the right. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Unloads to the right. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. On the option. Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Takes the handoff. It's Simmons. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel as these stats will show you. First play of the period will be a second down. To the air, it's Howard. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Quarterback keeps it. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Finds his tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And it's right down the boulevard. And they go back on top. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Dropping back, it's Hairston. Got his man quickly. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to buy time. Finding an escape route. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. UMass mounting a threat from the red zone. He's got him. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UMass!
One of of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Howard. On target. There was running room there, but he needed another step or 2 to make it to the 40 and move those chains. It's 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. The screen, he's got wheels. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a gap, it's Hood. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Running to Green. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hairston. Steps away to find some room. Oh, he's got some space. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get the first through the air. Touchdown, UMass! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
UMass 28, Marshall 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Wants to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He'll work his way down to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Works the middle of the field.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurd!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Hairston. Right on the money. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Buys a little extra time. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Across the 25, he's got room. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off.
Marshall, 24.
Coming out with it, it's Simmons. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Marshall takes over the ball. The thundering Herd offense coming out. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense.
Continues to fight for yards. Ripping off a really good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Howard. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Backs looking for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying play action. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. They take the lead with the 6.
You get down here on this part of the field and the field shrinks so much, you play so aggressive and you're playing all eyeballs on the run and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's loose down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two teams inside the Big 12 square. And it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth. Almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The give to the big fullback. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Marshall quick to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Fires to the big fella. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. He's in open space downfield. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Runs through the tackle. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Takes the handoff. It's Simmons. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Makes the grab. It's White. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That brings him to within 1. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UMass offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
UMass comes to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Scanning the field, it's Hairston. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off play action. Quarterback extends the play. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Got the first down and still on his feet. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Minutemen!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. To the air, it's Howard. Fears the pressure. Just a little off. Incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. Got the big tight end on the corner route. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. He's got an open man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Marshall! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Two-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running to the left. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Dropping back, it's Hairston. Under fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got his man on the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Running back searching for a hole. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Minutemen were penned deep in their own territory, but now they've got a little breathing room. Trying to run, it's good. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to run for it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Finds him out of the backfield. Beck's going for the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Minutemen were penned deep in their own territory, but now they've got a little breathing room. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, UMass! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the heat. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Howard. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He wants a big play here late. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
He'll keep it on the sneak. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He's not good. There, stopped short on 4th down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers.